Hey guys, here we go again. Another great evening with some unbelievable guests for you tonight. Let's call this Saturday Night Live. Listen, we've had a ton of fun today building our business, growing our business, moving ourselves up from $5 a day to $20 a day to $30 a day to $50 a day. We've got a chance to do something special. Listen, in the chat, tell us who you are and where you're logging in from. I'm telling you, this is going to be a special call tonight. It's going to be incredible. Again, continue to press forward, to grow your business. What we're bringing to the table is what America needs. I've always said it. I'm convinced once again that we are the new American economy. MWR Financial. Guys, we have got a treat for you tonight. This is going to be pretty special. Listen, go ahead and put in the chat who you are, where you're chiming in from. Listen, we want to, there you go. Look at that. We got San Diego in the house. Guys, they're coming in from all over the country already. Atlanta, Georgia's in the house. I'm here in North Carolina, all over the country. What a groundswell is happening with MWR Financial. We've got a chance to do something great here. I think most of you have already figured that out. Now would be the time, Stone Mountain, Georgia. Now would be the time to get this opportunity in front of as many people as we possibly can so that we can kind of turn the financial service industry on its head. We've got the right vehicle to do it with MWR Financial and all that we offer and bring to the table. I've never seen anything like this at all. I've always said that this is the most exciting work that I've ever done. It's the most rewarding work that I've ever done. But we've got a chance now to do something even great for the masses of people. So I'm excited to be here with you tonight. My name is Gerald Parker, Executive District Director. I've got the pleasure and privilege of bringing on our guests in just a few minutes. These gentlemen, I tell you what, you grab a pencil and paper. That's all I'll say. Do that very quickly. Grab a pencil and paper and be ready for what you're about to hear. You're going to want to take some notes. These are industry legends. These gentlemen know how to do it. They've been doing it for years, and they're doing it in a big way. So you don't want to miss anything tonight. Hey, we got Atlanta, Georgia in the house again. Who else is out there with us? Guys, just chime in. There you go. All right. Sheila Mack. All right. Los Angeles, California. Look at that. Yes, sir. We're going from the East Coast to the West Coast. Duncan, Oklahoma. Wow, we got folks shining in from everywhere. Look at that, Memphis, Tennessee. Guys, this is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. All right, they're coming. They're coming. Florida's in the house. Way to go. I think we've covered nearly 50 states already. So, hey, guys, we're going to have a good time tonight. I'm telling you, before we get started, I want you to grab your pencil and paper. You need to be ready. Now, I have the pleasure and privilege of bringing on our speakers for tonight. Again, I'm going to introduce one of these gentlemen for you, and then he'll bring on his guest. But they've done some phenomenal things in MWR Financial in a very short period of time, basically a 30-day window. They've set this thing on fire and propelled themselves to nearly the highest rank within this company. But again, industry legends. These guys know what they're doing. Let me tell you about the first gentleman that you're going to hear from. Now, his most recent business venture, he built the company that generated $23 million in revenue, 130,000 active customers. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Listen, he's been in the industry for 20 plus years. He's a multiple seven-figure earner in the network and affiliate marketing space. He's a family man. And this gentleman is hailing from Misawa, Japan tonight, bringing to you live Mr. Kevin Hugawana. Kevin, are you there, sir?
You got me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. The call is yours. Welcome, sir.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. You're a legend, sir. I'm so honored to be on a call with you and what we're doing here with MWR Financial. So appreciate you. So guys, gals, ladies and gentlemen. So here's the thing. Usually when you guys get on a webinar, right, the first thing that you think of is this worth my time, right? That's what goes on through your mind because we're busy people. I know you have stuff going on in your life. You're watching this on Facebook. So somewhere around here, there's other things happening. I get that. What I want you to do is focus on what I'm going to show you for the next couple of minutes. Just focus on it 100%, laser focus in on this, because I promise you, everything else that you're looking at does not have the ability to give you a complete financial makeover done for you. It doesn't have the ability to bring you to the next level financially in whatever level you want to go to. But what I'm going to show you really quickly does, okay? So when it comes to growing an income online, all right, here's the foundation of that. Everyone on here, I'm assuming, wants to grow an income online. You want to better your life. Here's where that starts. That starts with being able to provide some kind of value and solve a problem, right? Doctors get paid because if I break my arm, I got to go to the doctor to fix it. They get paid. Lawyers get paid because if I get in trouble, they can keep me out of jail, right? That's how you get paid, by solving a problem. So I want to show you guys two things. One, I want to show you the biggest problem that you can possibly solve without having to solve it yourself, done for you, and make an impact in the world, help people financially, and go ahead and help yourself and your family financially as well. So if you guys are ready for this, hop in that chat, and I want to see you guys say, let's go, let's go. I want to see it. I want to see it in there, and then we will kick this off. All right. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Awesome. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to map for you guys out the biggest problem that 150 million Americans face, period. And then I'm going to show you MWR Financial from a 10,000 foot view on how they're solving that problem. And by the end of this, a lot of you that go on to pursue this are going to be able to have an instant pay raise, money in your pocket immediately. So let's take a look at the biggest problem that Americans face. 150 million of them face this. And you're going to see this in your own life. Check this out. This is what I call the poverty cycle. All right, this is the poverty cycle. And here's where it begins. This is why most people cannot possibly get ahead. Here's what happens. We've been duped. We've been tricked. Everybody in this country, 150 million Americans, this happens to them. They start with taxes. What happens? The government overtaxes you $300 to $600 a month, right? They overtax you $600 a month. They pull it right out of your check, and what do? At the end of the year, you go, I got my tax refund. This is awesome. This is great. I get a tax refund. But here's the thing. Every single month, they're pulling out too much money out of your account. They conned you. They tricked you into doing that. And you're letting them do it. So they're pulling out an extra $600 a month out of your pocket every single month in your taxes. When you look at your pay stub, you know something's off because you're getting less. And at the end of the year, you get a refund. Meanwhile, they got to invest it and get rich, make more money from your money. This is the start of the poverty cycle. The next thing that happens in this poverty cycle is, because this money comes out of your pocket, you have to subsidize that with credit cards and loans. So now you're looking at having minimum balances in the States of around $250 a month in minimum balances for credit cards and loans, because this money was taken out of your pocket. How can you get ahead? How can you do this? You have to subsidize your living expenses with credit. Do you see how this poverty cycle starts, right? If you have credit cards, if you have loans, let me know in the chat. Just like, that's me, right? This is me. I had money taken out of my paycheck every single month, causing me to now go ahead and have to rely on loans and credit cards. And if you're a human being and you have a pulse, right? What ends up happening is your credit score, right? Your score goes down, and your interest rates, the cost of money, goes up, because you can't keep up with these credit cards and these loans. So you miss a payment here, you miss a payment there. Your credit score goes down. In America, 50 million people have a credit score of 600 or less, right? And it's estimated that if you have a credit score of an 800, right, it's worth $150,000 to you over your life, right? 100 to 150K. 100K is what that's worth. This is the cycle. Now, to top this off, to add insult to injury, here's what happens. Inflation kicks in, right? Inflation kicks in. That's that invisible number that's taking money out of your pocket. I think Brian Bean calls it the silent killer, right? Calls it the silent killer. This is what happens to you. Inflation kicks in, and that's 1.2% to 2.4% a year. And if you're not worried about that, you should be, because the government's been borrowing so much money lately that money has to get paid back sometime. That's going to cause inflation. 20% of all money produced have been produced in the last year due to the stimulus packages and due to what's happening with COVID. Insane. So you were getting ready to see some insane inflation. But besides what's happened this year, all right, besides what's happening just in the last 12 months, here's the thing. If you were to spend $500 on whatever thing you bought in 2000, in the year 2000, that same $500 thing would cost you $750 today. So the question now becomes, how do we save for retirement? Like, how can we do this, right? This cycle's crushing us. It's taking money out of our pocket every single month that should be ours. right? Causing us to get loans and credit cards. That money should be in our pocket, making us miss payments and suffer for it for 7 years and have to pay more money for money. And on top of that, you're telling me when I go to retire that my money, the day I retire, is going to start being worth less and less and less every single year. And that is the cycle. That's the cycle. This is the game. These are the rules of the game. Well, what I want to show you guys is how to break this, how to shatter this. Because I shattered this once. I was in a position where I was able to shatter this. How did I do it personally? Well, for those of you who don't know me, I was in the United States Air Force. And back when I was young, I was stationed in Tokyo, Japan. I had orders going over to the States. My paycheck was about to go down. My credit score was crap because I was a young kid. No one taught me that when I missed a payment or didn't pay that minimum balance when I was supposed to, that it would come back to bite me later on. Well, it did. Here I am with a wife, a son, right? And I'm going to the States. I'm leaving Japan and I'm PCSing, permanent change of station in the military, to the States. And I had to fix my credit and I had to lower my taxes, my tax burden, so I could get an instant pay raise, so I could have my money in my pocket right now. Instead of that refund, I had to break it. I had to do that. And I had to go ahead and start paying down these loans. And then I had to start saving. So I started doing these things in my life. So when I came across a company called MWR Financial, which you know what it is, you love it. If you love MWR, put, I love this company. Love this company. I found out, all right, just a few short months ago, that there was actually a company that broke this entire cycle, the cycle that I went through. They break it. They shatter it. I was shocked to see this. So how do they break it? Well, number one, we have to stop these taxes from coming out. So what MWR Financial does is they give you an instant pay raise, right? What they do is they go ahead and have their IRS authorized agents fill out what's called the W-4 form. And when they fill out that W-4 form, you give it to your boss. And what happens? This is no longer an issue. That money is right back in your pocket. And I'm going to show you a Facebook group of 7,000 people in there that agree with exactly what I'm saying because they've lived it. They've had a financial makeover with it. I didn't say that you fill out a form. I didn't say that you do anything. I said that their IRS authorized agents do it for you. You just got to show up to the door, open it, and they take care of everything. Okay? Next, what they do when it comes to credit cards and loans, they smash this cycle as well. They fix this. They get this money back in your pocket. Now they smash this. How do they do that? Well, they give you they have an algorithm where you upload your bills and they can go ahead and show you what to pay off when and how. And they actually tell you, you don't have to think about it. You just got to go ahead and follow their directions. And we're seeing people lower the money that they would pay in interest rates by a half to a third. Getting that money back into your pocket, money you would have been throwing away to credit card companies. Do you know somebody who needs this? Do you know somebody who needs this? That somebody's probably you. Right? The next thing we do is fix your credit. They fix your credit. They have a program where you just go ahead and give them your information. I didn't say you do it. I said you give them some information and their professionals will now go to work on your credit score, removing items that you would be shocked that they can get removed. I've seen people's scores jump from 50 to 150 points. Their scores jumped up 50 to 150 points with MWR Financial. I didn't say they did it. They didn't have to fill out any paperwork. They didn't have to use the Fair Credit Reporting Act, Section 608, right? Because that's the laws. But you don't have to know that. Why do you care? It's like everyone on this call has a refrigerator, right? You know it keeps your food cold. You don't care how it works. That's 200 years of technological engineering right there. You don't care how it works. All you know is you get the result. MWR Financial is all about giving you the result, a financial makeover done for you. They get the money back in your pocket. They help you fix your credit cards and loans, lowering your debt, lowering your liability, saving you money on interest. They raise your credit score. And then, we got to talk about inflation, Kevin. What do you got for me there, you might ask? What do we do there? Two things. Well, one, they save you money right now. So everyone on here that's watching this is either watching me on a phone, you have an internet connection, you're connected to the internet. I would tell you and I would challenge you and say, you're paying too much for that. Because one thing that they're going to do is they're going to get money back in your pocket today by lowering your bills. I'm going to show you some people that have lowered their bills by thousands of dollars, bills that you have that you didn't even know you could get lowered. It's shocking. Number one. Number two, to handle this inflation, here's what they do. And this is nutty to me. What they do is they have a thing called land banking, okay, and they have a private reserve banking account. I'm not going to go into everything about this. I'm going to give you the 10,000-foot view on it, right? The private reserve accounts. Thanks, right? Private reserve bank accounts. Here's what they do. Here's what you do right now. You put money into a bank and it earns you absolutely nothing. Earns you nothing. Well, if you take money and you put it in your bank and it makes you nothing, you're falling into this inflation here. Right? This inflation is eating up your retirement money. It's eating your money. You put $100 in, it's worth less and less every single day. With a private reserve account, you put money in, you're growing that money. On top of that, if you want to go ahead and get a loan for a car or for anything in your life that you need, you can pull money out of that account and still earn on the original amount. Imagine having $20,000 sitting in an account, in a PRA account, and you need to go buy something for $5,000 and you pull that money out, you're still earning on that $20,000, but you're using 5 of it and you pay yourself back as a loan. These are the secrets that nobody taught you. These are the things that nobody has ever shared with you. And even if they did, you wouldn't be able to make it reality because you're not a member of MWR Financial. But when you are, it becomes reality. So this is the cycle that we break. Now, I got a question for you guys because I'm going to move on and show you guys some testimonials. But while I do, since we are on a live, I want to ask this question to everyone who's watching this live. Let me know. Is breaking this cycle a noble thing to share with people? Is saving people's lives by getting money shifted back into their pocket now, giving them money in their pocket, fixing their credit situation, getting them out of debt faster, a half to a third of the time, fixing their credit score, and helping them hedge against inflation and thrive even though it's happening? Is that a noble cause, guys? Is that a noble thing to be a part of, a noble message to share out there in the world? Because I'm going to show you some testimonials of people that are doing this, like these awesome people who are letting me know right here in the chat. I appreciate you guys, Regina, Teresa, David, Edna, right? Monique, you guys are awesome. Love you guys. Look, Steve, what's up, my man? So look, here's the thing. Sharing this is a noble cause. It's something that you can wrap your mind around. It's something that you can do and you can help people with. But in order to share that, you need to be a part of a company that's going to do it for them because you're not the professional, right? You don't want to handle that. You want to pass it off to the people who actually do it. So I want to show you MWR Financial. I'm going to pull up my screen real quick. Let's go ahead and grab this. All right. Okay. You guys should be able to see my screen. Let me know if you can see it. We good? There we go. Awesome. Appreciate you. So you can see my screen here. This is MWR Financial, and they do this with 4 different memberships: Money Max, Credit Max, Equity, and Wealth Max. You don't even need to know the names of these. Here's what you need to know. You need to know the end result of them, right? So here's what they do. I'm going to go into a Facebook group. This is a Facebook group with 7,500 members in it, guys. 7,500 members. And if I scroll through this, your mind will be blown with some of the stories of these members. This is what I want you to understand. This stuff is not theoretical. Right? Everything I showed you and getting this happening for you is not theoretical. It's happening for people right now. Take a look at this. Charles, look at this. He posted with his daughter. Her credit score went from 356 to 763. She was able to purchase her first car. It's changing lives, right? Take a look at this, all right? Danica, right? Using the Money Max, getting money shifted back, money brought back into her house, $271 increase in her paycheck. My goodness, right? Let's look at Nina here, okay? Nina's running the gambit. Look at this. She's got another 35 points under her belt. Her credit score has gone up. That's 136 points, and she didn't have to do it. She didn't have to do it. It's insane, guys. Look at Julia, all right? And go friend these people and go, let them know that you appreciate them for sharing this stuff with you, right? Because they're sharing how their lives have changed. Total savings with the bill shredder, $1,000. Okay, $1,000 getting her bills shredded. Remember, I told you a minute ago, if you got a bill, they can probably help you with it. $1,000 on her bills, normal bills that you would not expect to be getting money back from or saving money on. She's doing it. And look at this. She also got $556 shifted back each paycheck, $1,000 a month. Okay. So we're talking about a company that is doing this, and that is the product. The product is results. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for 1 second. All right. Let me go ahead and hide this. All right. Appreciate you. So here's the thing. When we look at building a business, again, what did we start out with on this call? We started out with that you need to solve a problem for people, right? You need to solve a problem for people. And if you can solve the problem for people, you can make money. Lawyers get paid because they keep you out of jail, right? And we already agreed. You already agree with me. Give me a yes if you agree that this is the most noble thing that you can actually be sharing out there to help people. So the question now becomes, not only am I going to go ahead and get money back in my pocket from taxes, not only am I going to get my debts lower, not only is my credit score going to go up, and I have a way to hedge against inflation that the millionaires and billionaires do, there's also a compensation plan attached to this, okay? And I'm going to clean off this whiteboard real quick. And hopefully you guys are taking notes on this stuff and looking at the chat and the people that are posting in here. But I want to go ahead and show you how you get paid to share MWR Financial, because right now is a unique opportunity in the history of this company. The fees to get started today have been reduced by $100, and you have a chance to save a lot of money by when you get started. It's insane what they're doing. All right, you can get started and save $100. Nutty. It's a promotion that's happening right now, and you need to take advantage of it if you have a pulse and you're somebody who wants to make money. But I want to show you how we go ahead and get paid with this. So I'm going to do two things to do that. One, I'm going to skim quickly through a PDF document, a document that's going to show you the different ways we get paid with it. But I want to preface this. Compensation plans are compensation plans. They're numbers on a piece of paper. The magic of this compensation plan and the way you can earn by sharing this, the magic of this isn't in the words on the piece of paper I'm about to show you. It's in the actions that it gets you to take to get you to success. And I'm going to walk you through one scenario that is going to be the building block for your entire business after I show you the compensation plan document. All right. So if that sounds cool, give me a let's go in the chat. Like, yeah, let's go. Let's do this in the chat. All right. Let me know. That sounds cool. That sounds cool. And then I'll just wait for those. And if it doesn't sound cool, then we can go. Okay, there we go. It's starting to sound cool. All right. You guys should let me know it sounds cool. Okay. All right. So I'm going to head on back over to this document right here. All right. This is the MWR Financial Compensation Plan. And there's 10 ways that you get paid. Okay. But I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to break this down, how this works in the real world. Here's the first way you get paid. When you first come in as a qualified financial director, if you help 3 people, go ahead and come into the business. In the first 30 days, you get a $150 bonus. You help them. If those people help 3 people, you get $450. If those 3 people help 3 people, you get $900. This is a momentum bonus. Okay. You have a customer bonus. When you enroll a customer in here, you get $40 for your first 3 customers, 40, 40, and 40. And then your product is free. Any other customers you get past that, you get $40 plus $10 per month per person. We have a leadership expansion bonus. This will blow your mind. When you first get started, you make $50 and you bring somebody in, but as you rank up, you start making not 50, but 60, not 60, but 70, and so on and so forth as you rank up in the compensation plan. And these are unlimited depth match bonuses, depth bonuses. It's crazy. I'll show you how it plays out here in a second, but you're going to flip out. This is a leadership customer bonus. You get anywhere from 25 cents to $8 per customer anywhere in your organization if they're coded to you. I'll tell you what that means in a minute. You also have a 25% check match on your organization, on your personals that you bring in, and they have a daily guarantee to guarantee that you make money. So if your organization slows down, they have a daily guarantee. I'm going to show you how this fits in with it. All right. The next thing is we have presidential bonuses. You can earn anywhere from $500 to $100,000 a month in bonuses, guys. Okay. And then they have this really cool thing that I love called the luxury vehicle bonus. This is $500 to $1,000 or $500 to $3,000 per month for a luxury vehicle, and you don't have to get the car. They just give you the money. It's nuts. So let me go ahead and come back on over to the whiteboard. So I'm going to show you guys how we go ahead and apply that, right? Because compensation plans, again, they're pieces of paper, right? We want to see how this works in the real world. What am I going to experience when I do this? Okay. Here's what we do. Two things I want to point out to you. For those of you who have ever been in a network marketing company or an affiliate marketing company or anything like that, there's two things that you need to know. One is they pay 80% of the compensation plan. 80% of the money that comes in goes back out into the compensation plan, number one. Number two, this is insane right there. I should stop, leave, and everyone should just sign up when I say that. That's the way it should go. But I'm going to keep going. 62.8% retention rate. What does that mean? You build an organization once, they're here forever. I'll give you one more little tidbit. In 2019, in December of 2019, going way back to December of 2019 when the world was a different place, they paid out $35,000 in commissions in the month of December 2019. In the month of December 2020, $35,000 in December 2019. In 2020, they paid out $450,000 in commissions to their members. That's a 10x growth during a pandemic-induced recession where most people didn't have a job. That's how much this company grew. What do you think is going to happen in 2021? Where will we be? If we have another 10x growth, guys, we're looking at $5 million in commissions. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if it was double that. But imagine that, $5 million, between $450,000 to $5 million in a calendar year. I mean, that's what they did last year. And you probably never heard of MWR Financial until whoever got you on this live talked to you about it. It's not mainstream yet. You are in the perfect time. So let me show you what you need to do to capitalize on this. Okay. During a pandemic. Nuts. Yeah. All right. So here's what you need to do. When you come in as a qualified financial director, a QFD. That's just somebody who has the financial edge product. You have the product. So you're fixing that poverty cycle for yourself. You're raising your credit score, all that stuff. All of that is included in that. Qualified financial director. When you bring in another qualified financial director, you just made $50. When you bring in your second person, you just made $50. When you bring in your third person, if you did this within 30 days, then you also get a momentum bonus. So you just made $150, guys. $150 plus a momentum bonus. We'll put an M here of $150. It's $300. That's the building block, because you know what else happened is you got promoted. You're no longer just a qualified financial director now. Now you're an executive director. An executive director. And when you bring in your fourth person, you're not going to make 50 anymore. You're going to make 60. 50 plus 10. And when this person brings somebody in, you're going to make $10 on that. But this is the foundation, because getting these three people into your organization and becoming an executive director, that's the foundation. That's where you want to go. This starts duplicating throughout your team. You're not just hitting the $150 momentum bonus. Now you're hitting a $450. You're hitting a $900. You're starting to check match people all throughout your organizations. You start hitting a car bonus. All it comes down to is that duplication. Now, one thing that I love about this rewards plan, based over everything else I've ever seen, is they also have this cool thing called a holding tank. Well, what does that mean, Kevin? What's a holding tank? Well, that means that if I bring in 4 people, I can take one of those people and place them underneath the other person, helping them go executive director. So you're getting people that are helping you from the standpoint of, I bring in 50 people. I only need 3 people in my front line. I got 47 to place in the rewards program, right? I'll bring in 100 people into this company. I only need 3. I'll take the other 97 and I'll push them down in the organization. And your leadership can do that to help you. Everyone in this company, your leadership can help you in that way as well. Don't expect it, But when it happens, you're going to be pretty excited. You're going to be pretty excited when they help you monetarily like that. All right. So why is this such an important time right now? I'm going to close with this, and then I would love to bring on Pat Scheffler. Okay. Why is this such an important time right now? Because normally when you want to get started as a qualified financial director, it's $230, right? Which is insane that it's that price. When I got started, I didn't know what the price was. I clicked on the button. I was expecting it to be $499 to $1,000 because I know the value of what they're bringing. But then I saw it was $230, and I was like, where do I start? Let's go, right? Credit card out. Let's go. Let's do this, right? That was me. But right now, for a limited time, you must get back with the person who referred you to this. Why do you need to get back to the person who referred you? Because you're going to save $100 this weekend. Right? It's usually $230. Right now, it's $130. Why is it $130? Because they dropped the price $100 to help people get started. This last 2020 was a horrible year for everybody. Horrible year for everybody outside of MWR Financial, right? People that are in this company, they thrived. You know the numbers. They went from $35,000 in commissions all the way up to $450, right? So be a part of this. Get involved right now while it's only it's $100 off. Get involved and introduce some people, because now is the easiest time to get people introduced to this. And I'll close with this. I showed you some stuff. I showed you some things you should be in. If you're watching this, you should be in. If you're not in, then you didn't listen to the beginning and you're watching a cat video off somewhere else. I'm telling you, like, this is the most important thing you can be doing. You need to be in this thing. You need to be a part of this movement, a part of this family and what we're doing here. It'll change your life. I promise you, right? There's nothing bad that can come of you joining, only good things. It cannot hurt you. It can only help you. So you've got to get started. But here's the thing. I showed you a 10,000 foot view. If you were to go pull up another 10,000 feet from that, so we go to a 20,000 foot view, here's what this company is really doing. They are going to be responsible, in my opinion, for the biggest shift of wealth in America's history. In the history of America, the biggest shift of wealth. Whoa, Kevin, and what do you mean by that? Well, if I showed you the statistics and the numbers that they already did, you would be shocked. I'll give you one statistic. In 2019, there were $380 billion in overpaid taxes. If all that money was shifted back to people because they were in MWR Financial, that right there would be the biggest shift of wealth, the biggest transfer into our pockets that you've ever seen in the history of the country. Normally, shifts of wealth go the other direction. They go up. They go up. People make billions of dollars off of you. It's time to take that money back and stick it in your pocket. And if we all band together and we share this message and we unite together with this company as one family, one vision to help people get a financial makeover in 2021 done for them, we can shift that money back. We can do it. So let me know in the chat if you guys are ready with that mission to shift that money back, to have the biggest shift of money in American history, the biggest transfer of wealth in American history. With MWR Financial, with this family, with this team, with what we do here, guys. It is amazing. I am honored to be here. I appreciate every one of you guys who are in this chat. This is a movement. Elena, you are absolutely correct. We are in a position right now with the owners of this company, the people in the company. They have the biggest hearts you will ever find. And I am honored to be aligned with this company and with this opportunity. And I'm honored to be on this webinar with everyone on here. So I appreciate you. And I'm also honored to be on with a good friend of mine. Let's see if he's ready to come out here. His name is Pat Scheffler. And the reason why I really want him to come out and talk about this is because when I joined MWR Financial, I didn't join it just me. We joined it together, right? We looked back and forth. We looked at this company and we joined it together. And here's the cool part. This is my brother right here. Here's the cool part about this guy. He's been, I could tell you about money he's made and stages he's walked and all that kind of stuff, but I'm going to tell you the high level thing. Two things about this guy that are going to blow you away. One, he's been a consultant, and his marketing companies have been consultants to Fortune 500 companies for decades, helping them go to the stratosphere and double and triple and quadruple their profits. And everything that he sees in this company. Holy crap, they're doing all the things that I know will make a company $1 billion company, right? Number one. Number two, he's a cancer survivor and probably the best dad. The guy that when I want to learn, look, I want to be a better father, I go talk to this man. Awesome father, amazing husband, amazing, family members. I mean, just all around awesome guy. But open your ears for a minute. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, so I'm going to shut mine in a second. And they gave you that so you could listen to people like him on what he sees for the vision of this company and where it's going to be going. So Pat Schuffer, my brother, are you there?
Can you hear me?
I got you, man. Guys,
all right, man.
What's up, Pat? Say, hey, Pat in the chat. Let him know you guys see him.
Hey, everybody. Thank you, Kevin. I don't know what I can say after all that. I mean, you're incredible, man. So listen, guys, I just want to thank Kevin. I mean, he's, like he said, I'm going to see if I can make him blush, but you guys just saw why he's such a great guy. I mean, the value that this guy offers to the marketplace and has for as long as he's been in the industry is just, it's just top notch, bar none. Nobody does it better than him. And the reason is because he's real and he just explains things and brings value and allows you to understand what it is that he's trying to present. And so, guys, I know there's a lot of people on this on these live streams, and if you liked what Kevin said or showed you, if you got value from it, put in the chat, put value. Okay, so every single person should be putting value in there, but guys, make sure you put value in there. And what I also want you to do, and part of the reason I want you to do this, because there's a lot of variables in this company that aren't really quantifiable, right? And so one of the things that I love about it, and I know it sounds cliche and everything, but the truth is that this company is a family, right? And so what I want you to do is share right now, every single person on this live, share this, okay? And the reason for that, guys, is we're at this company at the very, very, very beginning. I mean, literally at the beginning. When we're looking back in 40 years and we were in this thing in the first 18 months, we're going to say, oh my gosh, we were the leaders. And there's guys in other companies in the industry. There's only a few that have been around for that long, for 20 years, but they're all making multiple millions of dollars. And this is a much, much better opportunity. So guys, listen, share this video, share this live, because as other people get to know about this company, the more we're all going to do, the better we're going to do in terms of sharing. Huge marketplace. It's a small world, but it's a big world. And so share this video. Again, put value, keep dropping value. I like that. Cassandra, Erica, Antonio, Susie, value, value, value. Tons of value, Kevin. You're the absolute best, man. I really appreciate that, and super happy to be partnered with you in this deal, because it's going to be a long relationship with MWR Financial. So guys, listen, as far as the company, again, that's one of the intangibles that's we're really excited about. That's the company. Again, there's a lot of, it's a family. We're real excited. And again, I haven't met anybody inside of the company that talks about themselves rather than the company, right? It's all about what we're going to do together as a team, and as a community, as a family here. And so that's super exciting because it's really rare. But I'll tell you what MWR Financial isn't. Okay. It's not a credit repair company. Okay. It's not a bill consolidation company. What it is it's a financial services opportunity. Okay. It's a financial services opportunity that's done for you. Right. And so in this industry, there are a lot of companies that do a lot of different things, right? Whether it's skincare or nutrition or whatever it might be, motivational products. But the reality is, how many products and services are there out there that we can honestly look at and say, this is something that literally every person in America needs, right? Every person, whether you've got bad credit and zero resources, you absolutely need this product, right? If you have any kind of a bill, any kind of bills, one bill or two or 20, you need this service, right? Every person in this chat or any person on this live that has any kind of bills, if you have one bill or you have 50 bills, put bills in the chat box. Okay. Put bills in the chat box. So if anyone's got bills, this is for you. It's not a debt consolidation program. It's not going to affect your credit, but they will literally reduce your bills for you. Kevin covered all this stuff. But I just wanted to make the point that it's not a credit repair company. It's not at this. It's not at that. It's a complete financial services business, right? And so if you're wealthy, Kevin talked about this, private reserve bank. Somebody said PRA, right? Private reserve bank. If you're wealthy, you should have this, yet only a small percentage of the wealthy people in America or in the world have private reserve banks, right? They don't even know what it is. And this company has these available to people. And again, whether you have no resources or you have massive resources, there's something inside of this opportunity for everybody. I mean, I've told Brian House personally they should be charging more money for their services. Probably shouldn't say that, but I mean, the bottom line is, guys, if you took any one of these individual pillars inside of this business, it's going to cost you a lot more than this. If it's a real service and it's a done-for-you business service like they're offering here, any one of them individually should cost way more than the cost of admission here for all of them. So the bottom line, guys, is this is an opportunity that you literally everybody in the country needs, and it's way less expensive than we should be charging. And it's all done for you. There are other companies that do things or try and do these kinds of things, but they're really not good products whatsoever. These are the best of the best inside of the space, guys. And so I want to challenge everybody on this call to do two things. Okay. If you're not already, if you're not a member, get in, okay? Because it's already less than it should be, in my opinion. That's just me. But it's $100 off this weekend, which is insane for the people, the guests on the call, watching this live. You should, definitely get back with the person that told you about this, shared this with you, and look at this as a huge blessing, which is what it is, and get into the company. If you're in the company already, I challenge you to do two things that will change your life. It'll change your life within 24, 48 hours. And by the way, Brian Bean was on a call the other day, and notice that Kevin and I both mentioned Brian Bean. And the reason we have done that is because he's the leader in this company, right? He's the number one money earner. He's an amazing guy. Look in the back office. There's a business academy back there, which is unbelievable, by the way. And again, we're a family, right? We all lift each other up, and Brian delivers amazing value, and he's the number one earner for a reason, right? So he was talking the other day, and he was saying, listen, it's not really about what you make or what happens to you financially in the next 24 or 48 hours when they did the last stimulus event last year. He said, what happens is that my income literally went up 50% after one of these events, because it's not what I did then. It's what I did then that gave me the results later. So guys, you have a huge opportunity to build your organization, not only build your organization for yourself, but really to give this blessing to other people on a massive scale. So here's the two challenges. One is to go to 20 people in the next 24 hours. Okay. And remember, you're doing these people a massive disservice if you don't go to them. And I don't care what anybody says that's watching this. Every single human being alive has 20 people that they know that they've not talked to about this, right? Go to 20 people in the next 24 hours and tell them, listen, I've got an opportunity to share something with you that will literally change your life. It's an opportunity for you to raise your credit score, reduce your bills, reduce your bills, get involved in private reserve banking, which is usually reserved for the wealthy, invest in land, all these things in done-for-you formats. And what we're doing is offering this at a amazingly huge discount. So if you go to 20 people and talk to them about this, guys, and it's just a matter of talking to people, right? There's no right way or wrong way. You don't have to get caught up in knowing too much or too little or anything about the program. It's literally going to 20 people and saying, listen, I literally have a way for you to personally improve your finances, regardless of what they look like today, whether they're really good or not so great. I have a way for you to improve those finances from a personal perspective immediately. And I could offer this to you at a huge discount because it's a blessing that I've been given for the next 24 hours. Go to 20 people in the next 24 hours, and I promise you that you're going to grow your business, and exponentially, because if everyone on your team does the same thing, I promise you guys, you'll get huge results. The second part of the challenge is I want everybody to go through, you got Money Max, you got Credit Max, you got Equity Max, you got Wealth Max. Go through yourself if you're already in the program, and go through each one of these programs. Because what I found is a lot of people get involved, and I'll be totally honest, they don't necessarily go through every one of these programs. Go through every single program yourself in the back office and use the product, guys. I promise you'll see the value. You'll get excited. It'll encourage you to go share it more often, and you yourself will get massive value. I know the people like Kevin showed in this group, in the Facebook group, are getting massive value. You have to use it in order to get value. So there's the two challenges. Everybody, I want you to put in the chat box, put challenge. Okay? Put challenge in the chat box, guys.
All right, it's time to wrap it up.
So, guys, listen, I just wanted to say that there are so many things in this opportunity. Again, I've been around the space for 30 years. I know Kevin's been around for a long time, and I'm not just saying this as rhetoric, and I don't want to use a lot of cliches, but the bottom line is, guys, there is literally no other opportunity in the network marketing, affiliate marketing, multi-level marketing space. There's nothing out there that even comes close to this for so many different reasons. But, guys, I'm just super excited. We're really pumped, and again, we're really proud to work with Brian House and Namo and Brian Bean and all of you people on the call, on the Zoom, and on the lives. And listen, if you're not in the company, like Kevin said, if you got a pulse, get in the company. If you're in the company and you have a pulse, go share it with 20 people. Go through the products, guys. Experience it yourself. And again, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and God bless everybody. I'll give it back to you, Kevin.
Oh yeah, all right. I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think that says it all. I mean, you got an opportunity, guys. Let's go. Let's run. Right? Let's run. Get this out there. You got just hours left to go. Right? Tomorrow this thing ends. You got to take advantage of that $100 off. It's a generous thing that they're doing. I mean, it's nuts. It's giving you the ability to lay the foundation, build your business, and get some money in your pocket right now. So I just want to end it with that. I want everyone to get off here and get to work. Let's go. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. Love you guys.
One more thing really quick.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, guys, remember, this thing is not over, right? And I'm telling you guys, please, just take massive action. And please also, if you are a guest, first of all, thank you for spending the time with us. Thanks for learning a little bit. And please, if it's not right for you, that's no hard feelings, but I just promise you that if you take action and get involved, and if you do nothing else but go through the products, you're going to find huge value in your life, and it'll be returned to you multiple fold. But I also want to say tomorrow night, and again, I've been in this industry for a long time, and again, I'm not sugarcoating, and I'm not doing anything other than telling you what I think, and this is my opinion. Brian Bean is one of the best presenters that I've ever seen. He's one of the best people that I know, just from the short time that I've known him, but he's one of the best presenters that I've seen. He's one of the best value-driven personalities that I've seen in the back office with the Business Academy. But I can't wait myself personally to get onto this thing in 23 hours tomorrow night and look at and watch the live. So make sure, guys, that you get your entire teams to the live tomorrow night and witness the beauty of the one and only Brian Bean tomorrow night, guys. So again, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right. Night, everybody. Let's get to work.